mujer, mami, no lo cojas a él. What? Dude, my calzones are on fire. Hi, guys. Hi, amiga. Hi, Francelia. Dude, estoy más caliente que el pinche calzón caliente. Hi, guys. Where am I? Who stole them? Para mí solamente eres tú. Dude, I'm full on Family Feud edition. Delgado Rodriguez edition. Flores edition. Me fighting with the Flores family. Ay, hijo de su madre. For not buying Flores? Do they think I could buy my dad Flores? Hello, everybody. I missed you, girl. I haven't been on. I haven't either. Yesterday was a bad day for me, dude. I was bad. I literally stayed on the phone with my suegra till like 1 in the morning. We were literally low-key just chismorreando. Hi, guys. Yo sé que ya no quieres el diente. Hi, guys. Okay. Vivo para poder mamar. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm being my crude, vulgar, dramatic self today. Sorry you're having a rough day. Oh, the rough day is them, girl. I already knew that this morning my mom was going to wake up to a WhatsApp. Ay, dile a Rosalie que no ande posteando esas cosas. Van a pensar que es la familia. Pues sí, es la familia, güey. Anyways, hello, everybody. Me fighting with my family. I love when I catch you live. I love being caught. I'm like a whole ass Pokemon. You better catch me. Divo para por mamar. Okay, guys. I have my peach energy drink here because I need it. Hold on. Let me. I don't know how to do this. How do people be doing this? Oh, there we go. Like that. Hi, everybody. Okay, we're getting ready for work. I got a long day. And I have to make aguas frescas for a bridal shower tomorrow. For tomorrow's bridal shower. Amiga, ¿cómo estás? Pues, ando más caliente que el pinche sol. But I'm doing good, friend. How are you guys? Hello, everybody. We're doing makeup. I know I'm double streaming. I'm back. I'm back again. Fabian can't take my phone. Because I have a friend. Well, maybe. Hello, Miss Ida. Hello, guys. Hello, Annette. Hi, guys. We're getting ready for work. I'm going to put eyebrows on these no eyebrows. I'm going to put lip plumper on first because these lips are dehydrated. Okay. Oh, yeah. Anyways, we're getting ready for work. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing amazing. I'm like Family Feud, Flores edition, but we're fine, friend. We're gonna be fine. You know why? Cause I just decided that like I'm always the bad guy. So, and I never say what I want to say. So I'm like, fuck. If I'm the bad guy, let's keep being the bad guy. But let's at least say what we gotta say. Hi, Kumar. No, thank you, sir. Hello, everybody. Okay, we're gonna do our eyebrows, so let me grab I haven't done makeup in literally like a week. I don't wear makeup every day. I hope you have a good day at work. I need to get to work. You're back! She sure is. I actually could have been back like a few days ago, but... So if you guys don't know, Fabian took my other phone that I used to double duel with, and then I got his phone fixed, and now I'm stuck with his phone, which is an older version. Hello. Yeah, you're back. No worries. I'm back. Rosalie, I've been missing you. Candy, I love being missed. But I haven't been anywhere, friend. I've been right here. I have been nowhere but here. Robin, they wouldn't be mad if they didn't feel a little guilt. But you know what? And I want to say this, you guys. It's not about flowers and it's not about money, even though those are traditional things that we do in our tradition. In our family, like whenever people pass away, and I'm telling you this because I've lived it with my own family, when people pass away, you know, people come pay their respects and hand your mom like a little dollar, a little $20 bill. My dad's godson gave my mom $500, like a teenager, you know, like it was that, or like a little bouquet of flowers. And I was going through like my memories, and I was looking at all the flowers. And kid you not, you guys, 90% of the flowers that my dad got were from you guys, from strangers that never knew him. They knew his daughter. That's it. Where do you do live? If I'm not on both, I'm always on Bookface. Like every day. Every day we hustling. We cook over there. We clean. Let me tell you how I got this ring. Okay, so I'm just brushing the 3 hairs I have up. Also, you guys, I'm actually trying out this brow serum. And I've already noticed, and just using it for like a couple of days, that I have some like new little hairs. Is this going to bring back my zombie brows? Because, girl, if they relive, they're zombies, okay? They've been gone so long that at this point, they don't even know. I'm waiting for your text back. Oh, friend, ha estado peleando con la familia todo el día since yesterday. Oh my gosh, I should totally spent your dad's flowers. I didn't think about that. I should have totally sent. Oh, you guys did send my dad flowers when on his funeral and when he passed. There's no flowers to send now, you know, this is his anniversary. But where did you get that at? On the shop over here. This is what it looks like. I don't have a code. I don't got nothing, girl. I barely have hair, let alone information. But this is what it looks like. It's called T&H. It's called Enhancing Lash and Brow Thicker, Longer, Thicker, Healthier Lashes. Let's see if this is real. And this is for eyelashes and brows. Because, mira, amiga, ¿cuánto te ayuda para la flojera? ¿La moringa? La moringa me va a ayudar para la flojera, friend. Y yo que soy la más floja, necesito toda la moringa. Give me all the moringa. Girl, I will IV that moringa. I'll give the moringa a blowy. Where do you work? I'm a makeup artist. So today, I think we're having a GWP, and I think I'm just working GWP event. Hey, girl. Hey. I love you, amiga. I love you guys. All right, so we're going to go, we're going to kind of go like this. And I'm just kind of underlining where I don't have hair. And I always do my brows on clean skin. Hi, Michelle. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Yolanda. Thank you, Pinky M. Okay, you guys. So let me tell you guys what's happening is, okay? Like, we're going to talk in third. Honestly, I don't even care, okay? Let me tell you guys what happened, okay? My dad passed away in 2020, right? I get it. It was in the my dad passed away April 22nd of 2020. This is his 4-year anniversary, right? And, like, in the moment, I wasn't focused on, like, who or who wasn't there for him, right? I wasn't, because I was focused on the fact that I was losing my daddy. My best friend, my favorite person that exists in this world. The person that was más mal hablado que me. I needed to know how to do your eyebrows. Well, we're going to start off. Step 1, we're having a little fun on the eyebrows all day. And it helps with my daily routine. What helps with daily routine? I don't even have a daily routine. I need a daily routine. Does anybody sell daily routines? I'll buy one. Hello, Heather. Hello. Okay, so in 2020, my dad passed away. You guys know that, right? And in the moment, like, everything happened so fast. Like, you know, we knew he was sick, but his treatment was going well. Everything was going well. And then one day he was kind of feeling a little off. Okay, espresso. Because I need to espresso myself right now. Anyways, it happened really fast. Like, he went to the hospital on a Sunday. On Monday, they told us he had internal situations happening. On Monday afternoon, they told us that his cancer had metastasized and moved to his lymph nodes, his stomach, and just kind of like spread, like kind of like all over. And by that evening, they told us that he would probably be here with us for like up to one more week. I decided to bring him home. It happened really fast. He came home. He was home for exactly 12 hours, and then he left. He left to where he needed to be, right? To a better place with less pain, all of that. And I think that it happened so fast that I didn't realize that, like who or who wasn't there until I love moringa. What's moringa? I don't know. It sounds like a mixed drink and I need it. Okay, so now we're going to go here while I cheese mad, okay? I've never had these conversations with you guys, which kind of like throws me off a little bit because, you know, my family is very private. Like, I'm very private with family things. But I think the fact that I like held on to like this frustration and a little bit of this like anger. So you guys have to think, like, my mom was the first person in her family. I love the product. Yeah, it's the most painful and hard time. It is. Like, you don't see things until after it happened, and then you're able to kind of look back. And I think, like, the memories are coming, and I was able to see, like, all the flowers. No, I don't talk to that person. Reckon. Like, I was able to see, like, all the flowers and who they came from. And I realized that, like, none of them came from the people that my dad did the most for. And whatever, right? None of the flowers, none of the little bits of money that they handed to my mom, none of the help came from that. We didn't need the help, but it's kind of a tradition in our family. Or I don't know if it is in your family as well, that like when somebody passes, you just hand them a little, you know, a little whatever you can as like a thing. Well, over the years, you know, my mom's the first person in her family that's widowed. She's the only sister that has lost her husband. So my mom is on a fixed income, right? Or whatever. Yo acá del chisme. Family chisme? Who's done? No, and you know, I help my mom as much as I can as well because I only work like very, very little. Like I work 2 to 3 days a week. This week I work 2 days. Next week I work 1 day. The next week I could work 3 days. Like my schedule is based on my child's needs. So, you like my brows? Thank you. This is the Lift and Snatch from NYX. This is the best brow marker. Quiero volver a mamar. No, this is the best brow pencil. Hands down. Look at my lips are plumping. People are like, there's no way that lip plumper does that. Girl, it'd be doing that and more. Imagínate. I'd be like, Jose, you want a blowy with this lip plumper? No, it's lo quemo. Anyways, so, I think I was looking back at, like, pictures and memories, because that's kind of what happens around this time, you know? Like, on Monday's his 4-year anniversary. We're having a mass for him at noon here in Salem at St. Joseph's Church. So if y'all want to go to my dad's mass, it's at noon in Salem at St. Joseph's Church on Monday, because that's the day of his passing. I would say that to my boyfriend too. You want a blowy or what? What do you use for your lips? It's the lip plumper from Polite Society. Girl, it burns. Peor que te queman en el internet, but it works, okay? It has the burn that you feel. It tingles, burns, all of that. So anyways, I was just looking at my memories and I saw all the beautiful flowers and I remember like going by and like showing all the flowers. And they were all from my amigas. Like, there was, like, one of his nieces sent flowers. I didn't expect people from Mexico to send flowers because, like, they're in a whole nother country, right? But, like, we're in 2020 at this point. Like, we're in the age of just, you get an app and you order somebody flowers. And then, you know, I kind of, like, noticed it, but, like, unnoticed it and just left it alone for the sake of my mom. And then, like, my mom, you know, she's living off of what my dad's retirement. He left her, and she's on a fixed income, and she does as well as she can do with what she has, you know? And she has daughters, and she has kids that help her, or whatever, because that's my job, is my parents took care of me. So, regardless if I love my mom or dislike my mom, which I love my mom, my job as a child, as a daughter is to provide and help because she raised me. Like, it's kind of like my turn. Like, it's almost like reverse. Like, they raised me, they got me through the hardest part of my life, and now it's my job to get them through the hardest part of their lives, you know, toward the end part. Because, you know, at a certain age, any day could be your last day. Like, here today, gone tomorrow. And I know that more than anything because of how I lost my dad. Well, I was noticing that, like, who brought flowers and who like got together and gave my mom a little money. And I was noticing that it wasn't any of the people that are constantly reaching out to my mom being like, hey, Concha, we're collecting money to, I'm going to give you an example, a hypothetical example. This may or may not be true, but it's possibly true. I have an uncle who lives, I may have an uncle. This is just an example, okay? Just a little example of the family cheeseman. And they say that how we treat our parents is how we treat our parents in their older age is how our children are going to see and learn how to treat us in our older age. I don't know if that's true, but girl, I need a lot of help because I feel like I'm gonna be that viejita loquita that's walking down the street that forgets who she is, and I need my kids to go find me. Like, I need to train Fabian how to find me, reel me back in, and bring me home. And so, like, not too long ago, my mom calls me, right? She calls me all the time. Me and my mom my mom and I are, like, complete opposites. She's a lady of God. I thought my eyebrows were bad. Sheesh. I thought your eyebrows were bad? Oh, I don't know what you mean, but okay. Well, don't think about your eyebrows, girl. Think about other things that matter in life, you know, like global warming and, like, is your man cheating on you? Does he have a Sancha? You know, like those things. Those are the things that matter in life. You better get microchipped. I for sure. If not, I have a stomach bug. Colby, what? Oh wait, we're not charging. Hold on. This is how things go, and this is how it goes south. Okay, I have 1 hour to get ready until you guys. Hi, sister. Elizabeth, I have a stomach bug. No, I hate bugs. Okay, hold on. Especially the ones that crawl in your hair. If y'all see one, she's only visiting for the weekend. Okay. Anyways. Quiero volver a mama. Trust the process. Her brows always turn up. My brows are bomb, girl. I don't know what she's talking about. Look, one thing about me is I know what I'm doing. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Giselle. Okay, so, hold on, let me just concentrate. So my mom calls me and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. And you guys know, like, life is so expensive over here anymore. Like, even people that used to, like, not live paycheck to paycheck be living paycheck to paycheck now. You make me want to do my makeup. Girl, get in the mirror and do your makeup. The ones that crawl in your hair. Those bugs, stomach bugs are bad. Marta, ¿cómo estás, mi amiga? Dolor de cuerpo? Girl, I cannot handle dolor de cuerpo. I already got dolor de corazón, dolor de culazón, dolor de panza, dolor... No, friend. Puro dolores en esta vida. Okay. So, my mom calls me and she's like, mija, ¿qué haces? And I'm like, nothing, mom. What are you doing? Nothing. Well, I wanted to tell you that your tío... Miguel, I'm going to call him my tío Miguel. I had to come up with a name that wasn't his name. He's really sick in the hospital. He's really sick and he can't go to the hospital porque if you guys know in Mexico, like, it's not like here, girl. It's not like go to the hospital, bill me later, send me to collections. Like, if you don't got the money, girl, where do you live? The way you do your makeup. Oh, I haven't done my makeup in so long. Do it, girl. What's stopping you? So, if y'all don't know, in Mexico, if you get sick, girl, you better have that cash up front, or you just gonna, well, yeah, it was a good life. It wasn't a long life, it was a good life. Nick! Hi, Nick, how are you? I want to go to Florida. I told Jose, I'm in a rut. There's a rut, and I'm in it, okay? Or it's in me. I don't know, but it's somewhere. Okay? My mom calls me and tells me that my uncle ate a bad tostada de ceviche. And that Nick, is that really you? Yes, that's really Nick. Can you believe it? I am friends with people that are really them. It's weird. It's a weird phenomenon. And so my mom's like, we're collecting money because your uncle got sick. He ate a tostada de ceviche and it got him sick and he can't go to the hospital because he doesn't have money. Girl, my uncle drives like, he has like 5 Teslas, okay? He lives in a freaking mansion. He wears Louis Vuitton. Like, he lives a better, girl, like, I live in the slums and he lives in the Beverly Hills of Guadalajara, okay? He ain't going to the hospital because he's lazy, okay? Because he got the money. Let's not play. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not giving anybody money because don't think I didn't notice that nobody collected money for you when my dad passed away in our family. I'm not talking about like GoFundMe's. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about family, okay? And my mom just like stayed quiet. And then a couple weeks later, my mom calls me and she's like, Mija, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. She's like, your cousin Carol G got invited to go to France, and everybody's collecting money so she can go. Oh, great. Yep. You know what? I'll collect money for her to go to France. When people collect money for my child to get scoliosis surgery. Right after that, that's when I be going to collect money for people to go to France, okay? Because I got real responsibilities over here, and it ain't about going to. You're so pretty. Oh, you, Danny. You see me with rose-colored glasses. Like, those are the kind of, like, things, right? And then I'm thinking, like, this is becoming a little bit of a situation over here. I mean, people going to France. I'm living literally, like, paycheck to paycheck. The day before my paycheck hits, my bank account's at, like, 15 cents. Are you kidding me? Like, girl, I'm not paying for nobody to go to France. I don't care if you won the Golden Globe Award for humanitarian actions and you got invited by the president of the world. I am not giving you money to go to France. And I'm not collecting money for anybody to go to France, okay? You have your kids ever had a stomach bug? Girl, my kids have had all the bugs. Stomach bug. Well, they've never had hair bugs because I don't know. Maybe they don't like us. Maybe, I don't know. Still wearing clothes from, girl, me too. My shoes are like 5 years ago. Like, girl, no, my car is from 3 decades ago. We're not collecting money for anybody to go to France, okay? And then, like, time has passed. And then I was like watching the video of my dad's funeral that just happened. We just did my dad's actual, like, taking him home to Mexico and doing his funeral. We just did it in November. And so last night I was watching that video and I realized that the only flowers that were given to my dad at his funeral were from you guys. From me, the ones that I bought, and the ones that you guys sent him. Like, you guys sent him 4 giant ramos, bigger than me, okay? And I'm a big girl. At this point, that's what I say. At this point, if you're going to France, you're doing better than me, girl. So, good luck with that. Like, take out a loan, baby, because I have to afterpay fucking groceries sometimes, okay? Like, girl, stop right now, okay? I'm like, is that PEBT still coming out for them kids that go to school? Like, at this point, no, okay? I'm like, dude, when my uncle shows up in a car, a 2026 car, and it's only 2023, you know he got money. Why is he not going to the hospital because he ate some bad shrimp? Like, that sounds like a him problem. Great, you know? Like, and then I make a post because you guys know I've been going to therapy, and I always kind of knew something happened to me as a kid, but I wasn't sure what happened to me because, you know, it's one of those, like, regressed memories of trauma that you're never sure. Like, I always knew something was wrong with me. I just never knew what until, like, now that I'm an adult and I've processed all of the things that I've gone through actually processing them. And I know what it is. And I've already told, like, most of my family, but I haven't told certain family. I mean, who haven't you told? Hi, Angela. Okay, so here are the brows. I'm telling you guys, I know what I'm doing, okay? This isn't my first rodeo. Jeez. Okay, let's do our skincare. So anyway, my aunt texting me right now. So then, y'all, and I did this on my private Facebook, but I'm actually that mad that I'm annoyed right now. So then last night, I made a post saying, like, I don't even know what I said. Pretty much I said that, like, that my dad was like the kind of person that, like, when you had nowhere to live, like, he opened his doors for you. He was that kind of person that if you had nothing to eat, he fed you, and he never expected anything in return. But the least those people that my dad brought and took care of and gave them jobs, and you are my eyebrow idol. I know, Sparkle. I mean, I'm like, hello, my name is Mexican American Eyebrow Idol. Nice to meet you. So I was thinking, like, dude, ni el tío that took my innocence as a child can come around and give his condolences to the man that paid for his coyote, gave him a home, gave him a job, and gave him his daughter's innocence, clearly, because my dad doesn't even know that, because I recently, like, processed that. So I'm like, dude, like, no, ya se pasaron. And I'm just, like, over it. And then, ooh, it's getting juicy today. And then, I had the ability to help my mom, because you guys, like I told you guys, my mom's on a fixed income. She lost her husband. My mom, after my dad passed away, she had some health issues. She got diagnosed with severe osteoporosis. So, like, if my mom were to fall, how long has it been since they had a stomach bug? I don't know, friend. Cada ratito, my kids are in the bathroom with their phone just sitting there. So they could have had a stomach bug yesterday for all I know. I think of a stomach bug as nature's cleanse. I think of a stomach bug as nature's, we need to clean that tummy. There's something in there we don't likey. In my medical professional opinion, and they're like, are you a medical professional? No. So anyways, I had the ability this last year to, I came up on some cash flow. Well, by that I mean Fabian's birthday video went viral, and it gave me the ability to help my mom pay for my dad's funeral. And so me and my uncle paid for all the church stuff and the mariachi, and then, the tequila, because we be for Jalisco, and y'all know in Jalisco they don't play around. Like, if it's a party and there's no tequila, then is it really a party? I don't drink tequila, to be honest. Hello, Belle. So anyways, I paid for the food, the flowers, the venue, the Airbnb for my family. I helped my little brother get there because he's an inspiring artist, and it was great. It was fine. Well, once we got there, my mom's family didn't like our plans, and they made my mom change the venue because they said it was too far. And in order for them to get there to the venue, that wasn't really even like that far. It was just down by the lake, and they would have to go down a bumpy road. God forbid somebody in Mexico has to drive on a bumpy road. They said that in order for them to go to my dad's dinner, I would have to rent a private bus or a private van to take them from the church to the house that we rented to go to my dad's dinner. And I was like, look, these hoes didn't even buy my dad a ramo of flores when he passed away. And all you gotta do, girl, is pick up your phone. You live in California, all of y'all do. All you gotta do is pick up your phone, 1-800-Flowers. Oh, those are $19.99. They ain't that cute, but I'll send them. Yeah, like, that's in the time that we live in, okay? Y'all gonna make me spend more money because you don't want to have to go down a bumpy road in Mexico? Y'all forget where you came from or what? The bumpy, when was the last time you put fillers in your lips? In 2016. In 2016. It's been a while, friend. But it was like a 1-year filler, so I think by now they're probably gone. So yeah, so like they like complained about that, and then one day my mom called me, and she was like kind of trying to change the plans that we had already planned, right? And I got the moisturizer I want to use. And I was talking to my mom on the phone, and my mom was staying at the house that she grew up in with her family, and we were staying at the Airbnb, me and my siblings and the kids and my dad's family. We were staying at the Airbnb that I rented, because I rented this huge lake house. People, girl, we are, Pinky. We be living more like pobrecitos over here. I be counting my pennies to go grocery shopping anymore. And I told my Okay, I rented the Airbnb for our family, for my dad's family to have somewhere to stay because my mom and dad's town is in San Luis and Guadalajara is like a 45-minute drive. It's honestly not that far. It's just that the road's a little bumpy. God forbid, bumpy roads. No, now. Yeah, exactly, girl. You don't get to go to the taquiza then, okay? That's fine. But whatever, you know, like my job as a daughter is to make sure that my mom's okay because that's all I have left is my mom. Like, that's it. Because clearly I don't have any aunts, right? Because I've always been the like, well, we'll go into that in a minute. In a minute. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just started using this wrinkle treatment. It's called the Shiseido Vital Perfection Intensive Wrinkle Spot Treatment. This thing, you guys, I don't know, but I put it right here because I sleep on the side of my face. And so I always have like a perma wrinkle here. And then I put it right here. And I'll put it right here. And I'll put it right here. And then I kind of let it go like this. Like, it's almost like I'm fingering my nose. But one time, you guys, it got a little slippery. And I picked my nose with my nail and made my nose bleed. So be very careful. But you kind of want to push it into the nose. ¿A dónde en San Luis? Yo soy de... Oh, pero somos de San Luis Oyotlán, Jalisco. Es un pueblito donde son famosos los vampiros. Hello, Maria. Anyways, and now I'm like looking back at the pictures and the flowers, and I'm like, wow. Nobody even bought my dad a ramo of flowers, like, other than his own family and my amigas and us. Huh, that's funny. And then I'm like, can you use that cream and sunscreen also? Yeah, I do use sunscreen. Hold on. Let me get that little spot. Oh, it's so good, you guys. So good. I don't know how much it costs, but it's called Shiseido Vital Perfection Wrinkle Spot Treatment. It has like, this line was so deep, girl. So deep. Deeper than my pain and suffering. Would you recommend for a naturally oily skin? I would recommend that you use everything water-based. So make sure that nothing is oil-based. Just everything will say oil-free, but still very hydrating. How long has it been since your kids had a food poisoning? I'm not here to talk about my kids' health, Colby. I'm sorry. Maybe another day. That will be on my When Was the Last Time My Kids Were Sick podcast. It airs on Friday nights at 2 in the morning. So you can definitely get on that one. Oh, show us. Yes. Looks like this. Ready, set, take a picture. No paparazzi. It's so good. You put it only where you have like your deepest wrinkles. And at night when I go to bed, I just leave it like, I'm like, sir, I'm not here to talk about no stomach bug. I'm talking about las tías de bug, okay? People still talking about stomach bug. I know, Fred, I'm all talking about the tías that bug me, and y'all talking about the stomach bugs. I'm like, and is anyone a stripper in here? Girl, I'm about to be because I need dollars. Why? You got dollars to throw or what? It's Shiseido. Okay, Shiseido. Just flip it and reverse it. You guys might be confused because my sign that says let that shit go. And I'm not taking my own advice today. I'm trying to explode to let it go. Like, I'm like, and it's going to go. It's going to go into the air, to the internet air. Okay, so anyways. So my mom calls me that day. And she's like trying to convince me to change. I don't even remember what it was. She was trying to it was something about like mocos and me having one. And it's $100. Yes, it is, but it works. I'm telling you, Naomi, so good. And right now, I think they have a gift with purchase, so you can like get a bunch of free stuff with it. So good. Go to Macy's and get it because Macy's be having the gifts. I love your whole vibe. I have a vibe, girl. I didn't even know. Nobody told me. Nobody told me this girl comes with a vibe. Maybe a vibrator. Don't push it down. Yeah, always push it up. Push it up. You always want to push like this. You want to push in the direction you want everything. Your chichis up, your culo up, your face up, always up. If you are pushing down, you're going with gravity, and we want to go against gravity, girl. well, what is it called? It's called Shiseido's Vital Perfection Ring. But this thing has lasted, like, look, I use it every day and every night. Every day I'm hustling, and I watch you on Facebook. You go cooking. I do cooking, girl. I do cooking. Girl, I do it all. Ya hago más porque estoy bored. I get on here and do it all with you guys. Okay, moisturizer on, wrinkle treatment on, anger on, music on, romance on. Okay, let's do a face. You guys, this is my first time doing my makeup in my new little area, and I feel very confused because I'm like, where's everything? Okay, so where were we going with this? With this vent sesh? Oh, anyway, so my mom calls me, and I'm trying to talk to my mom, and you guys, my mom lost hearing on one of her ears after my dad passed away, like randomly. Oh, sunscreen. Shh. Oh, I'm going to use the, hold on. Where's my sunscreen? Where's my sunscreen? Okay, I'll use this one because this one mixes well with this is the Ultimate Sun Protector SPF 40 water resistant from Shiseido. And so where were we going? Okay, so my mom calls me, right? We're in Mexico, and my mom's trying to change the plans on everything because her sisters people in her family didn't like our plans that we had already planned. And my mom's calling me, and my mom's talking to me, and I can't hear her. And then her sister's talking in the background. And I didn't realize that my mom was on speakerphone, and I said, this is exactly how I said it. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. You like that brand? Girl, yeah, I work for Shiseido, Clé de Peau, NARS, Drunk Elephant. So I have a lot of their stuff because that's what I work for. That's the brand I work for, Shiseido International. So my mom calls, and she's like, and she's trying to change the plans, but I can't hear her because her sisters are in the background. And tell her this, and tell her that. And I said, with all due respect, I said it exactly like this. Con todo respeto, tía, estoy hablando con mi mami. No puedo oír lo que está diciendo mi mamá porque tú estás hablando. And then my aunt goes, pues está bien. And I guess she started crying. She went to all of her sisters and told them that I was so mean to her because I said, with all due respect, I can't hear my mom with you talking in the background. I need to talk to one person. And then she got all offended. Yes, girl. I'm like, ay, las tías, pues ay, las familiares. I'm like, okay. Well then, no, you guys, it gets juicier because I had never been shared this on the internet. That's not even rude, girl. I know. I've been getting rude, though. I have been getting disrespectful, okay? And me and my mom can't hear from one ear. So I have to talk to her louder. So I have to, like, project myself with class and dignity. Yeah, girl, you said it respectfully. I wouldn't with shut the fuck up. Wait. Hello from the UK. What? Hatter is bad. Yes, Covina. I don't hate. Yeah, haters are bad. What? Such a nice way to put that. I know, right, Bella? I'm like, I didn't even do anything wrong. Anyways, so I'm just waiting for that. Okay, it's good. So I'm like, look, with all due respect, I cannot hear my mom, and I cannot have a conversation with my mom when there's like 500 people yelling in the background. Like, can we just like not be yelling in the background? I'm trying to decide what foundation to wear. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wear this one because I really like it, and it's honestly become my favorite. And so I guess the whole time that we were in Mexico, my aunt was crying to everybody that I was so rude to her and so disrespectful. And my mom asked me nicely, and I would do anything for my mom. Look, me and my mom have never seen eye to eye. My mom is a completely different person than I am. I'm very much more like my dad, but like, I love my mom and I respect her. And if she comes to me with a legit, like, hey, can you please apologize to your tia? She's really hurt. I walked up to her and I gave her a hug and I said, look, tia, I know that I upset you, but I did not mean to upset you. And I meant that, like, with respect. Like, I cannot hear. Girl, you're a whole ass freaking principal of a school. You should know if education is when somebody's talking, you're not talking over them, you know? Like, I'm not even educated, y'all. I'm not even educated, and I know better, right? Like, shoot. You know? And then my aunt, another aunt of mine, she don't want none of... If I told you guys what she used to be for a living, you guys would die. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll spill the tea, real tea. But let's just say she don't want none of what I got to say. And she went behind my back to my brothers and my sister. What kind of foundation are you wearing? This is the Makeup Revolution Skin Silk. It's like my favorite. It's great on textured skin. It's not... Can we buy that mirror you're using? Oh yeah, I actually make these. They help me with my mental health, honestly. I started like doing like the Dazzle work because like when I'm having my anxiety attacks or my mental health, I just... My biggest help has been like doing something, like writing in a journal or like reading a book. But like things like this, just like click it out, right? Like I get like right out of that attack. Maybe one of you got it in the comments. I'm not gonna say. That's awesome foundation. Yes. She want none of this smoke. Anyway, and everybody always like goes to her because they respect her because of what she was. She had none of, you know, like, girl, she didn't even stay, girl. She only went in and out like me. Lisa, I actually can if you want one. Just message me. Mine is diamond painting. Yes, Naomi. I like diamond painting, but I like this better because then I could use the things that, you know, that I make. My aunt told my brother, Mija, talk to your sister. Tell her not to be so mean. Tell her not to be so aggressive. Tell her to help your mom more. Dude, my brother, both my brothers, both my little brother and my little older brother, because I have two little brothers. One's older and one's little, the littlest. They told her off. They told her, look, yeah, we're all here because of Rosalie. Like, Rosalie funded us this trip. Like, a lot of us couldn't do what Rosalie has done for my mom, and I'm not going to tell Rosalie anything because Rosalie, whatever my mom needs, whatever appointment she needs, whatever she needs at any point, she stops everything and goes for her. And my aunt's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, I'm not saying she's not a good daughter. I'm just saying that she needs to cool down. Like, she needs to stop being so aggressive towards us. We just want the best for everybody. No hoes. Sorry. No nuns that you don't want nuns of that. What you want is you want me to flex to whatever you guys want. But that funeral was for my dad and his siblings, my aunt, his brothers that were there, not for you guys. So listen, I need a good primer. What do you recommend? Tell me what kind of skin you have. They don't want nuns of this. Exactly. The ones that never help with anything are the ones that say the most. I'm like, yeah. And then my brother kind of told her, like, no. And then my brother told me. I got pissed off. And I told my mom, look, your sister don't want none of this, okay? And my mom's like, don't say anything to her. She's going to get sick and she's going to... Like, they guilt me into, like, shutting up, right? Because they're like, don't say nothing. She's going to get sick. Not the... Nuns of that. Are you live on two things? Sierra, no, I talk to myself in the mirror and I answer myself in the mirror. Yes, I am, Fred. They always be causing drama. I am on two. What shade are you in the foundation? I am an F7 in this one. It's a perfect match, huh? And so when I got back from Mexico, I was livid. I literally was like, get me away because I'm about to make people cry. Because I am very much my dad. And my dad, my dad's vocabulary consisted of 3 words. Chingado, cabrón, pinche, pendeja. The P's, huh? And dude, so then So then, right? Oh my gosh. So then I told my mom, all right, Mom, for you, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm not happy. Okay. I'm not happy with the way I'm being talked about and with the way I'm being treated, because I'm not here for them. And in all honesty, had we not been gone to Mexico during the time that they were there to celebrate my grandpa, because my grandpa had his my grandpa passed away 1 year, 5 years? I don't know. My grandpa had passed away like a year or two before my dad did, and they were doing his misa. So my mom planned my dad's funeral around the time that everybody was already going to be there so that they could be there for my dad. Thank you, Annette. And I told my mom, they wouldn't have been here had they not already come for another reason. And we all know that, okay? Anyways, one of my aunts, we were in the plaza, and I was sitting there because I had ordered Fabian pizza, because y'all, it's hard when you have an autistic kid that doesn't like Mexican food. I'm like, what did I do wrong for him not to like tacos? What brush are you using? The foundation brush it's called the makeup brush. I got it on Shein, honestly. Is it blurry for everyone? It better not be. Thank you for the necklace. Where do you purchase the foundation? I got mine. You can get it at Ulta. The Makeup Revolution. You can find it at Ulta. You can find it at makeuprevolution.com. Some other like smaller stores sell Makeup Revolution. I think you could even buy it on the TT shop probably. So anyways, the day of the party, we were at the if you guys have never been to a funeral in Mexico, the funeral, like the graveyards are different. Like they pile up. They're very colorful. They pile, like, you're not buried under. It's almost like tombs, and you're buried like in tombs. And so like one area can have like a whole family tree under it. So my dad was on with my grandma and my grandpa, and it's kind of like my grandma, my grandpa, my dad, and then it's gonna kind of go like that. Aloha. Can I get... Okay. Oh, yeah, you can get it at Target, too. Yeah, I forgot. Target sells Makeup Revolution. Yep, and they have that foundation. So that's how it is over there, right? So after there, we went back to the Airbnb because the Panteon is right here. The graveyard is right here. And the house that we rented was, like, right after it, like, really close. So we all went to change because it was very dusty and it was hot and we had all sweated and we just wanted to be more comfortable. And then because I had to pay for a different venue for the party because the beautiful lake house view wasn't good enough for my aunts because, they couldn't go down a bumpy road where I'd have to rent a private driver to take them down the bumpy road. Because God, there ain't no bumpy roads in Mexico, and I chose the only bumpy road. So, so then we got to the venue that my mom rented, which was like in the worst part of town, you guys. I'm going to see you there. Okay, Vero. Shein, yes. Yeah, the brush is from Shein. It's called the makeup brush. I just look up flat foundation brushes and look for ones that look like kind of like that. They're all over. Like they even have a Care Bear collection one. So we went back to the house and I've been holding this in for a long time, y'all. I'm like, let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, muy bougie las personas. Hi, amiga. Hello, Jessica. What part of Mexico are you from? I'm from Jalisco. I was born in Guadalajara, but my dad's from a town called San Luis, where Los Vampiros are. If you guys look up San Luis here on this app or on any app, you'll see what I mean by vampiros. But I prefer to be in Guadalajara because the only thing left for me in that town is my dad. I'll go to his grave. I'll clean it up. Every time I go, I'll lay there with him. But I'd prefer to stay in the city because there's just nothing for me in that town anymore. Clearly, not even my family likes me. So, para que voy, So, and they don't like me because I'm the only one that says it. Everybody else just like, And I'm the only one that's like, hell no, we not doing that. Tombs are stacked. Yes, they're not like stacked. It's just like it's almost like, it's hard to, if you guys saw my video of my dad's funeral, you'll see, but it's kind of like they build up on it. Like it's like layered. What part of Guadalajara? I was born in El Centro. I was born in the main city. Because there's Zapopan, which is like outside of Guadalajara, which isn't the city. I love you. I have the same shirt. It's my PJ shirt. Okay, so we're putting our concealer on. And so we get to the party and everybody's sitting down eating, the mariachi's playing. You guys, I had paid for all the tacos, and the taco guy that my mom wanted to hire was the guy that sells the tacos in the main town. And it was a Sunday. And so he told us in order for him to do our party, he would have to charge me because he would lose a lot of money, right? He was going to lose a lot of money by doing our party. So he was going to charge me what he would have made that day selling tacos from 5 to midnight on the main square in La Plaza. And I was like, fine, how much is that? And he goes, 8,000 pesos, 8 to 9,000 pesos. I don't remember, which ended up being like a little bit, like about $500, depending on the exchange rate at the time. And the exchange rate has not been that great for US dollars. So I paid him for his whole night of work, right? And when my family got there, like my family, I'm talking about like my dad's sister, my dad's brother, my kids, my husband, my sister, her husband, her kids. Like when we got there, everybody was already sitting down eating, and we get in line to get our tacos, right? Because this should have been like a smorgasbord. Like, girl, I paid for a whole, like for what that man was going to sell in a whole night and the plaza. So he should have been there all night as long as I needed him to busting out them tacos, right? That's what you would have thought. Like if you're charging me for a whole day, whole night of work, you're charging me 9,000 pesos, 8 to 9,000 pesos. I don't remember it was between 8 and 9,000 pesos, right? That's how much you're charging me for the whole night of your work. You shouldn't run out of food, girl, and sir, until it's midnight, right? You have family there? You don't know them? You should go. I've been seeing that. Oh, I didn't call nobody, girl. Look, I don't even call people that I need to call. Like, I need to call and make myself an appointment to get a pap smear. And I don't even do that, let alone calling people. Girl, look, I don't even report myself to things I need to report myself to, like work on time, because I should have been there 30 minutes ago. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't even got time for that. I got, like, real problems over here in life. But anyway, so we get to the party, and my aunt and my uncles, they get in line right away. I walk around because it's my duty as a daughter. If you guys are Mexican and you know our culture, like, you have to walk around and give everybody a kiss on the cheek and a hug and thank them for coming. So that was my duty. So as soon as I got there, I walked from table to table and I handed out these little rosaries that my mom really wanted to buy for everybody, and these little like booklets with prayers that my mom, like it's like a recuerdo, we call them. It's like a memory of the day for my dad. And I handed them out and thanked everybody for coming. And then I get close to my husband, and my husband's like eating like all mad because you don't mess with Jose's food, y'all. You don't mess with Jose's food. Y'all, please don't come in here talking about nobody else. I do not care about nobody else. I just focus on me, myself, and I. Like, if people talk about me, look, I tell people, what people say about me is none of my business, okay? I stay here minding my business, and what other people say about me or accuse me of with no proof is none of my business, okay? I'm over here talking about my family, okay? And, anyways, so I get to my husband, and my husband's all eating mad, and I'm like, babe, do you need anything? And he's like, well, all they will give us is pastor. And I'm like, what? We ordered tripa, pastor, asada, chorizo. I think that's all. We ordered asada, tripa, pastor, asada, and chorizo. 5 different meats, right? And I'm like, the dinner's only been going on for like an hour. Like, what? They only have one kind of meat, but I paid for a whole like days of work. How does that work? When did you start? Like today or like on. I don't know, girl. I go on in and out. It's like my mental health. It's in and out. um. So I'm like, what? I'm confused. Like, I paid for the whole day of food. Like, this should have been a smorgasbord of tacos. Like, I should have been able to honestly get tacos all night. Like, I should have been able to binge on tacos. Like, this is a taquiza. I never heard of a taquiza only having one kind of taco. So then I walk up to my aunt and I go, Tia, they said that you guys, they don't have any more tacos? And then she's like, oh no, he said they have other meat because they have other meat in the back. You could see it like back on the little butcher's blocks. But they said that somebody, I won't say the name, but somebody that's not part of my dad's family. Thank you, friend. You too. Have a good day. Somebody new here. I love your vibe. Thank you. Yum, yum. I love Mexican food. Yes. Okay. So then I'm like, so they do have food. They do have more meat. And then she's like, yeah, but she said that it's reserved by, I'm not going to say the name, somebody for the family. And I'm like, the family of who? Of my dad? What's more family than his DNA? I'm literally a piece of his sperm. Like, what's more family than me? What's more family than his brother and his sister that came in with us, and his daughter and his grandkids? What's more family than that? How are you, Britta? I'm good. And I went off, right? And so I went up to I told my mom the next day, I go, Mom, I didn't even eat that day, you guys, because I was afraid. We have this like wives' tale that in Mexico. Please, only positive vibes, girls. We love Rosalie. I don't see negative vibes. I'm allergic to them. Hola, Goldie. So then I told my mom the next day that somebody in her family that's not part of my dad's family, that's her family, it's tu familia política when you get married, right? Your political family. If you're not Mexican, you don't understand what that means. But somebody in her family reserved meat for the family. And I'm like, and my dad's family can't have meat. Like, that's tacky. Especially when you're not the one that paid for anything. You didn't even buy my dad a bouquet of flowers. You're reserving the food? No, thank you, ma'am. No, thank you, sir. No. And my mom's like, oh, that's not true. My aunt was standing there, my dad's sister, and she's like, no, it is true. Keep your head up. I feel you have a lot in common. We do have a lot in common. Oh, no, thank you. He said, oh, no, exactly. I'm like, for what family? What's more family than the daughter that paid for the dinner? I'm confused. Somebody explain. And I kind of left angry about that, but I didn't want it to come down on my mom, because my mom's a very sweet lady. She's almost like, I blame, the other day I called her and I go, Mom, you're just as dumb as I am. I inherited that. Amber, I held myself back because I knew that it was my dad's day and I didn't want to ruin it. And my Uncle Frank and my Uncle Victor were like, mija, tone it down, bring it down a notch. It's fine. It's just tacos. And I'm like, no, it's not just tacos. You were saying about traditions in Mexico, then you stopped. Oh, in Mexico, it's a tradition that like, whatever it is, like when somebody passes away, even if it's $1, you give the widow or the widow man or woman, you give them a peso or two. I don't know if it is in your part of Mexico or in your family, but and people are like, don't focus on the money. It's not about the money. It's about the principle of, here's a man who passed, who literally brought families to live in our home as children. My siblings and I all shared one room so that they can have a room in our home. We ate less so that they can eat on our table. And that man that brought you here and gave you the ability to provide for your family and bring your family and raise your family here as well, wasn't even given a flower, wasn't even given a visit, wasn't even given the things that you do when people leave, That's what it's about. I can care two because, they have no shame. No. And then to go around talking about me to my siblings, telling them to tell me to chill out. Why don't y'all chill out? How about that? Those people don't even do favors for each other without charging each other. I'm sorry, that's not how I was raised. Yes, it's okay, amiga. God sees everything. I hope soon, friend. I want to travel again. Kind to the core. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. My dad was one of the kindest men. Like, I almost like my mom is the kind of mom. Shout out to all the moms out there that do this because it annoys the crap out of me. My mom's the kind of mom that's on on Facebook all day watching like sad things and like sending donations to random people. I'm like, Mom, my mom will call me and she was like, Mija, come over, crying, and I'll go over there. I'll be all worried, like, what's wrong, Mom? I just watched this video of this little boy and he's sick and let's send him money. And like, I'm always down. Like, let's go, Mom, let's do it. My anniversary's coming up. I need you. Shut up. When's your anniversary? What are we doing? What's the party? Or is there going to be a taquiza? You must be talking about... Oh, girl, they said I'm talking about Lola. No, I'm talking about my whole family. But, like... And I'm always told to, oh, God sees everything. Just leave it alone. Well, you know what? God sees everything, and so do I. And then today, one of the aunts that I actually has nothing to do with this, I actually really respect her and love her, commented on my post saying, on my post on my personal page, not the one I put on my, she commented for me to like let my dad rest because she is a spiritualist and that she knows that my anger and my frustration with people is stopping him from continuing his path to where he needs to be. Oops, I'm sorry. It's okay, Pam. Pam's like, is this about Lola? Girl, kinda. We're talking about people from Mexico. Maybe there's a lady named Lola in this story. Who knows? I probably have an aunt named Lola. You called off the wedding, friend? What? Everybody be calling off weddings. Look, I'm calling off of work because I was supposed to be there 41 minutes ago. Give me a complete break. It's okay, Amber. I break. I'll give you a break. You can have a whole lunch break. Don't even take a 15, girl. Take a lunch break and some extra time. You deserve it. Go sit down. Enjoy a little snack. My dad's 19-year anniversary that he's no longer here. I think that's why it's really bothering me. Where did you get the Hello Kitty mirror? I make them. Do you like it? I'm not done with it yet. I have to finish this, but I like it. I've been making mirrors for a little bit, and it just really just like brings peace to my heart. If I go MIA for a couple days, just know I'm sitting at my desk bedazzling a mirror. Anyways, so my aunt, listen, Linda, I even got proof. I even have proof. I'll let y'all listen to the voicemail. So this auntie of mine that like doesn't like me, that went around talking crap about me to all my siblings, sends me a voicemail like a couple days, like a week ago. Okay, I never responded because I don't care to. Y'all want to hear the voicemail? She needs my help with something. But you can have my help with putting my whole foot up your ass is what you can have my help with. And that's how I feel. And if it's disrespectful, I meant it that way. Listen.
Hola, Rosalie. ¿Cómo estás, mija? Te llama.
Oh.
Pues aquí para saludarte, quiero platicar contigo de un proyecto que tengo. A ver si te parece bien. Bueno, me llamas, mija, cuando puedas. ¿Okay? Adiós.
Yeah, you have a project you need my help with? Well, no, I have a project that I needed your help with, which was my dad's funeral, at least buying him a flower or giving my mom like a $5 bill so that she can buy herself a soda pop because she's widowed. But no, thank you. I'm not willing to help you. And that's the thing is, everybody comes to me when they need help, but I'm the villain. What the hell? Get out of here. Get out of here. On my way. I'm like, get out of here, ma'am, please. Okay? And then I have another aunt that literally like, oh my gosh, dude, she literally, you know how like people collect like Hello Kitty stuff, or some people collect like makeup, or some people collect like freaking like skincare, some people collect like rocks, some people collect piojos. Me being shady. No. I need a place to order. I need 2 mirrors. Yeah, DM me and I'll answer tonight. I'll show you my prints. It's been so long. Missed you. I miss you too, Mrs. Peach. Peaches. Anyways, so you're gonna call me after you whole ass like talked crap about me to everybody, told everybody I'm a villain. I'm the freaking Cruella de Vil of La Familia, which I will take with pleasure. Okay, I will take it with pleasure. I'm the villain too. Honestly, being a villain has been really fun, to be honest. Like, I used to think I wanted everybody to like me, and I really don't care who likes me, because I like me. I honestly, when I wanted everyone to like me, I hated me, and now that I don't care if anyone likes me, I love me. So, I think I win. Tic-tac-toe 3 in a row. I win. Let me grab a powder. So, like, you're gonna call me out of nowhere and be like, I need your help with the project. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And you know that, like, when Fabian was first diagnosed, they made me feel like I had to keep it a secret. Like, oh, because you guys know that, like, oh, hold on, you guys, hold on. The puzzle makes me freaking puzzling. Be like, you haven't moved in a minute. Can you please put the puzzle in the puzzle piece? Hold on. What powder do I want to wear? Hijo de su madre, pinche powder más apretado que mi culo. Well, it's not that apretado, to be honest. We'd be doing things with that, too. I love you, too, amiga. I love you guys all. You guys are so fun. I agree. Where have you been, Rosalie? Where have you been? Well, there's this kid in my life. I didn't ask for him to be here. No, I'm joking. I did ask, and I'm glad he's here. His name is Fabian. Oh, that's hard. Oh, that's too dark. It's okay. We can fix it. Can we fix this? Probably not. This powder is way too, it's like my summer color, but, oh, this one's my winter color. Okay, from summer to winter. No, joder, tu madre, Tomas. Chingada que anything. Tic-tac-toe 3 in a row. I've been sick with, you too, friend? Colby was over here trying to get me to talk about the stomach bugs. I don't mind it anymore. I used to, Stephanie. I used to, like, want the world to like me. I would do anything. I'd be like, you need help? You need this? Like, I felt like if I was of service, I was of need, and I would be, like, valued. And then I realized that it was not ever going to be that way. And now I'm like, I don't care. I had the flu, too. Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing is, so I told my mom I was going to go off on her. I'm like, Mom, I want you to know that I'm going to go off on your sister and she ain't going to get none of my attention. And my mom's like, no, me la vas a enfermar. Like, they guilt you into it, telling you that you're going to give them high blood pressure and that they're going to get, like, panic attack and that they're going to get sick. And I'm like, so I have to live with my anger and frustration? Rosalie tells 10 stories before she gets to the point. That's what we call ADHD. Okay? That's what we call ADHD with a triple F in front. Like, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. So anyways, going back and looking and, like, I had, like, been staying quiet about it. And then, like, the other day that my mom called me and asked me to, like, help send money to an uncle that has freaking more properties and houses and cars than I have freaking calzones mugrosos, you know? Which, I have a lot of calzones mugrosos. Like, that kind of threw me over the edge. And then I have a family member that lives in the family, like, very close, that, like, is taking advantage of my mom as well. And so I'm just, like, done. I'm done because when I paid my taxes and my bank account stayed with 15 cents and I'm still helping my mom, what shade is your powder? The powder that was supposed to fit me is shade. Oh, by the way, you guys, this is, like, the best powder, especially if that's viejita. Wait, not the dark one. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's 190 beige sand. My summer color is 140 golden beige. I don't know why they're, like, downing names. Crazy. I have ADHD. Do you have double D or just regular D? Because I have a double D. Oops, mine's better. No. Okay, so we're going to go right here. And we're going to... Okay, one thing you guys must know is if you're going front to back, don't go back to front, okay? No, I'm joking, but you should always go from back to front, okay? In all aspects of life. And you know what I mean, because si no te va a llegar una infección. It's the best, it is the best powder. It is, that one. It's the Infallible Fresh Wear Powder. I love it because it melts into the skin and it doesn't look powdery. Okay, so you always want to start your contour or bronzing out here, and you want to bring it over like that. Cinder, thank you, friend. Anyways, so that's what I've been fighting with. And then for my aunt, another one to tell me that I'm stopping my dad from getting to heaven because I'm mad at people. Okay, what my problem is not my dad's problem, okay? My dad is very much well where he needs to be, and he's very much happy that I'm sticking up for myself. Because my dad hated when I didn't stick up for myself. He used to always be like, stick up for yourself. ¿Qué te vas a dar de handle? Thank you, babe. Thank you, friend. And so, moral of the story is, they don't want none of this, especially the one talking about me to my brothers. And you know what, you guys? You're amazing. Look, let me tell you this, Tia, that don't want none of me. Let me tell you another story, okay, you guys? If you guys know my past, you guys know that when I was 18, I got married. And when I was 19, I got divorced. They're like, what? This is a lot. I got married to somebody who was there was DV in our marriage, right? And he attempted against my life. And my sister has always been my best friend. She's still my best friend. I still love my sister. My sister's my person, you know? My sister called this person because she's like, oh, this person's spiritual. I need someone spiritual that will give me good advice and guidance to help my sister through what she's going through. Kid you not, you guys. Is it Dora? Girl, who's that? We're not talking about Nickelodeon. Who's talking about Diego? Pam, I'm sorry, friend. You're not going to know any of these people because they're just my family. They're just my regular old family. Hold on. Where is my nose contour brush? I know. Nose contour brush. I'm really close to you guys. I feel like we are on a different level of friendship now. Where's my nose? Oh, there it is. Happy Friday! Whoop, whoop. Hope all is well. Yeah, I couldn't come on because, well, I only do one live a day because my life is different. I can't be on all day. And Fabian's phone broke, and he just uses his phone like with Wi-Fi for like videos and stuff. And so I gave him my phone because his phone stopped charging. And then I had to get another phone. So we just ended up fixing the phone. We had to pay like a couple $100s to fix it. So I could have 2 devices to go live on. Because I did miss going live on both. My dad passed away in 2020. But he just had his funeral because in 2020 we were under the Pan Dulce. And we couldn't have funerals. And nobody could travel. And he wanted to be taken home to Mexico. So it wasn't possible at the time. And then my siblings ended up like my sister and my brother. My brother's wife got pregnant twice. My sister got pregnant once. And there was just like one way or another, we just couldn't all go. And then finally we were all able to go at the same time and like lay my dad to rest and take him home to his very beloved in Mexico. Thank you. What brand is the powder? I'm sorry. It's the L'Oreal Infallible powder. It looks like this. Fresh Wear. But he just had his funeral in November, and his anniversary of his passing is coming up on Monday. His 4-year anniversary. So it's just like a lot of memories. And I think that the memories like triggered me to like notice things that I had already noticed, but I kind of let go. And then like other things have happened. But anyways, going back to what the same Tia did to me. So here I am, right? I'm trying to get out of a situation where my life is in danger. I'm 19 years old. My sister calls this aunt because she's spiritual and says, hey, like, you know, I'm having a lot of anxiety. I need advice. Rosalie's going through this. Rosalie's going through that. And I don't know how to help her. And I feel really bad. And like, I feel like super anxious and I feel worried because like this man was very dangerous. Ooh, what I'm about to say is it boils my blood just saying this. So this caring, kind human being, woman of God, calls my mom and tells her, hey, Concha, you have to get Rosalie away from your family. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I almost felt like throwing up because it made me so mad. She said, you have to get Rosalie away from your family because she's affecting Nellie. And Nellie is feeling like she doesn't want to live anymore because of her sister. I'm like, hold on, let me get my shoes on and go to Napa. I'll be right back. And so my mom, because my mom is very innocent and sweet, right? So my mom, instead of like taking her advice or anything, my mom calls me and she's like, Rosalie, me habló somebody and me dijo que you're giving Nellie anxiety and that she's like not wanting to, like she's feeling very like unhealthy and like she doesn't, like she's feeling very dark, is what we'll say. Oh, I was like, so my abuse is triggering my sister and your sister is telling you to get me away from our what? Woo, you guys want to know who the first person I called that day was? My dad. I called my dad. He was working in Las Vegas. And I'm like, Dad! And because my dad was my go-to for like all of this. Like whenever I was mad, I'd go to my dad and he'd be like, Ay, mija, ya sabes cómo son tus tías. My dad didn't like a lot of them. They wouldn't know, but girl, so like this person has never really liked me because I've always been the black sheep, guys. Like, let me tell you guys, look, I am not going to live a fake life. I am what I am. Look, I'm a promiscuous girl. Like, I am who I am. I never fake who I am. I come on and I show who I am. I say who I am. I say what I've gone through. And they're very much like, oh, don't tell people. Like, people shouldn't know. Like, you should definitely not talk about that. And so I'm like ready. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go off on people. And I'm ready to like tell them like that they're not mentally okay and they're toxic and that they have brought me my whole childhood a lot of pain and suffering because they were always the kind of aunts that like would like, because my sister's very like wholesome and very sweet and very kind. She's the opposite of me, clearly. And I'm like the opposite of her. And so they always would like I remember being like a little girl. My sister was like 8 or 9 and they would buy her a Happy Meal and not buy me a Happy Meal. Or they would like give her something and not give me something. Like they very much made me feel like I wasn't a part of them, you know? I'm the black sheep too. Oh girl, I love being the black sheep. Look, if I have to act like that to fit in, no thank you. And you know what, you guys? There's no reason for me to be the black sheep because all these women care about is, are you married to the church? Do you have your own home? Do you like, they always are like, because they're like very like señoras of the cloth. And like, I'm one of the only nieces that like got married in a church, in the Catholic Church. I'm married in all eyes of the law, God's law and legal law. I live with my husband. Like we have our own home. We don't ask anybody for anything. We do what we got to do. We work hard. Like you can't act like I've ever asked for anything from them. My kid's dad's from Jalisco and his family thinks they are better. Oh, girl. When I was in middle school, I went to middle school with one of my cousins, my primas hermanas, but we never got married. So, so are we really primas? No, I'm joking. But we were really cool. Like, we were friends in middle school. We hung out. We walked, because we would walk home. We would walk to school together and walk back from school together. And all of a sudden, like, she stopped talking to me. Like, out of nowhere. My own cousin just stopped talking to me. And then I never really asked why. I just kind of was like, oh, whatever, you know. She was younger than me, so I was getting ready to go into high school, and she was getting ready to go into, she was going to stay in middle school, so it didn't really bother me too much. Also, like, I always had the reputation of being, like, the fighter in the family, like, arguing, the arguer, all the things, you know? The prosti, the arguer, the fighter, the bad influence. And I guess that, like, my aunts told her family to not let her hang out with me because I was a bad influence, because I had no eyebrows. Because I had no eyebrows. Because I had no eyebrows. I'm like, I have eyebrows. I just draw them on. I'm like, want to follow whatever they don't want. Yes. Yeah. And so, like, my cousin was, like, not allowed to hang out with me, but now they all talk shit about her because I guess, like, she goes to Mexico and, like, hooks up with her own cousins and, like, does, like, drinks and, like, has, like, random guys coming to her house because her dad has a house there. And then, like, she'll go visit for the parties and she'll get plastered and then, like, have guys. And, like, the whole town is talking about her. And I'm like, pero I was the puta, pues. Yeah, I'm like, damn, at least look, I'm all of those things, girl. I'm not judging my cousin. Que bueno, que I hope she gets her kitty wet every night in that pueblo. And they even saying that she's hooking up with her own cousins. And girl, I don't know. Probably. If she is, good for her. I don't know. I don't judge. Yes, I do. I judge. That's gross. But, like, girl, your whole family made you stay away from me to, like, protect you from being a hoe. And you became a bigger hoe than me. Me ganaste en el hoe competition. The whole competition was won by her. Like, they're all trashing her and talking about her. And I'm like, yo, I have the right mind to pick up the phone and let my little primita know that her own aunts be calling her a hoe. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. She's a hoe. I'm so glad I came across your live. Me too. Rosalie, did you get that blush on the other side? Oh, I didn't. You are a girl's girl. I'm sorry, but if you're not a girl's girl in 2024, then why are you even here? Thank you, amiga. You are the realest of all the reals in the real world. And this is MTV's Real World Rosalie edition, so you win. I can relate a lot. So they weren't allowed to hang out with me because I was a hoe, but they still be hoes. And I'm a whole ass married señora vibes, okay? Like, yeah. I'm like, you should have let her hang out with me. I would have taught her how to be a respectful hoe that gets married, has kids, and lives her expired hoe life. Like, yeah. What filler can I get that ladies last a year? Oh, I don't know. I would talk. There's new filler. I don't get fillers, so I don't know. There's like, I think it's Wrestling. I don't know, friend. I would talk to like a filler professional. The only professional I am is a hoe professional, if you ask my tias, and a makeup professional, if you look at my resume, and a black sheep professional, if you look at my rest of my family. My top lip. Oh, you want a top lip? Girl, look. I got enough lip for all of us. How much of it do you want? I'm trying to decide. Do I want to do... No, I don't want to. Do I want to do it? No, I don't. Okay, maybe I do. I don't know. Glitter? A little glitter? A little? Poquito? Let's see. Let's do it. Moira glitter. Well, oh, because in Mexico, you don't tell people that your kid is autistic or that anything's wrong with them. You just call them que están malitos. That's what they want. They're like, oh, están malito. Like, I have family members that are on the spectrum, and they don't even say that they're on the spectrum. They just say que están malitos. That's it. And I'm like, well, you can do whatever you want to do, but my baby has autism, and we're gonna live it proud and loud. But yeah, that's just it's the way it is. It's kind of like when you're a teen mom and nobody talks about it. Like, ay, oítes, Rosalie salió con su domingo 7. Bitch, salí con mi domingo 7, mi sábado 6, mi viernes 5, y el jueves 4. Thank you very much. You don't have a choice, but you have a choice of what you allow people to do to you, and I'm not allowing people to put me down no more. I'm a whole almost 40-year-old woman, girl. This is my last year in my 30s, and my last year in my 30s are going to be dirties, okay? We're going to say it how it is, and we're going to do it how we want, because I am no longer living through other people's expectations. Yeah. And scene. Okay, we're going to let that dry. I'm going to put some eyeliner. I'm just like, y'all, if y'all ever seen Rosalie over it, she's over it. I'm over it. I'm over it, and I'm calling people out. Yeah. And I'm talking about family, y'all. I'm not talking about, like, social media shit. This is so, like, social media drama is so insignificant when you have to deal with real life hurt, you know? And real life healing. Domingo 7. Girl, yes. El sábado 6 y el viernes 5. Good for you. It's honestly, like, I just don't care. Like, they've never liked me, even when I pretended to not be what I was. So I'm just going to be what I am, and they're still not going to like me, and it's not going to make a difference. I turned the question. I mean, I don't know why it matters what our children are. Like, our children are our children. It's their girl, for real. For real. And I honestly have been talking to Jose about living in Mexico half the year, because I really want to. I feel like I want to, like, live in Mexico for half the year. I feel like with my mental health, like, I get a lot of seasonal depression. And I think that being in Mexico in the sun around people would really, like, help me. And I honestly could do my job from anywhere. So I don't know. Maybe in the future. They like you when they need you. Girl, I'm a mija when they need me, and I'm a puta when they don't. Simone, that's the part that pisses me off. That it makes me happy, but it pisses me off, because it's like, how are people that have never met my dad the ones that filled up my house full of flowers, and the people that literally my dad went out of his way to help are the people that, like, didn't show up? I mean, not even to say a prayer, you know? What are we drinking? It's just an energy drink. I haven't seen you. I know, friend, I've been hiding, but you found me. No, I've been around, friend. I've been around the whoa. Okay. I've gotten really close to my dad's family. My dad's little sister. She's honestly just like me. We were talking yesterday, and I go, Tia. And she's like, what, mija? And I was like, I'm glad that I turned out more like my dad's side of the family than my mom's. Oh, anyways, I was telling you guys that I have an aunt that you know how, like, people collect stuff? She collects money. Like, no joke, you guys. She straight up in Mexico has this giant house. She was a professional woman. She, like, gets a retirement from her job where she was a professional woman her whole life. Like, she gets, like, a really nice retirement, and she be living here, like, y'all, I'm just gonna say, she lives here, like, penny pinching to collect money. And then everybody in my mom's family asks her for loans, and she'll literally, like, loan them money with, like, and be like, she'll, like, write out a contract and be like, 25% interest, you're going to pay me this much by this date. I'm like, dude, those are sisters? Like, I never loan my siblings money. If my siblings need my help, I just give it, you know? Because one day it might be me. I might need it. Wait, what? you'll listen and then walk off. I'm so sorry, friend. I'm enjoying your huge white eyeshadow palette. I bought it a while back. I love it. Thank you, Mia. Woman of the night. LOL. Say it loud. I'm a woman of the night. I am, girl. And you know what? I enjoy it. Because at least I didn't have to leave the nunnery to open my legs. I never went in. Do you live in Arizona? No, friend. I live in Oregon. Have you ever been there? It's a state between Washington and California. And he had 3 other kids. Yeah. You will see the people that are there for you your last days. And it's never the people you thought. Usually the people that you help the most are the ones that will help you get underground first. This summer, and I really would love to meet you. A meet and greet for me? Friend, you're meeting me right now and greeting me. If you see me out in public, say, hey ho, and I'll be like, oh, they're talking to me. It must be my aunt. Oh my gosh, the shade Rosalie throws a las tías. Anyways, so I have a story. So this particular aunt, one time we took a road trip, guys. We took a road trip to California to visit another one of my aunts because we love going to my aunt's house that lives in Guadalupe. And I love that aunt, by the way. Like, she's one of my favorite aunts, but nonetheless, she's included in this conversation because she didn't... Anyways. But we went to go visit her, and because every summer in July, it's Julian and Fabian's birthday, and we always ask them, like, we used to do birthday parties, but as you guys know, Fabian's autistic, so, like, large crowds of people aren't his thing. So we would always be like, do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? Do you want a pickle? Do you want a cookie? We give him options. And he always wants to go to the Canada, because he calls my aunt's house Canada, because her neighbor has a flag of Canada in it. So Fabian would always, as he was little, he'd be like, I want to go to Canada, which is my aunt's house, in California. And that time, Jose rented, like, this giant, like, SUV with, like, 3 rows so that we can all go comfortable. It was going to be me, Jose, his mom, my mom, Fabian, and Julian. So 2 people, 2 people, 2 people, 2 people. Like, that way everybody's comfortable. Everybody has leg room. Well, my mom, God bless my mom, I love her. She's so sweet. She decided to ask her sister, like, hey, I need that sign in the back. Girl, I need it too. I'm letting it go, and then I'm leaving it there, right? Anyways, so we're on our way to California, right? And it's so funny because I was talking with my mother-in-law on the phone until 1 in the morning yesterday, like venting to her. And because she was on this trip, and we were both talking shit about my aunts together. I love her for that. And I was like, we were stop at a gas station, and, like, granted, you guys, my husband is taking the cost of all the gas. He rented the car. Like, he's not charging anybody anything, and he didn't really want my mom's sister to go, but, you know, he wants my mom to be happy. So, and my dad had already, my dad had already passed away. So, like, we took my mom's sister, right? So, so we're in the car. We stop at a gas station, and that gas station had a Subway. And I bought my sandwich, Julian's sandwich. My mother-in-law she wasn't hungry. She didn't want a sandwich. Because she had, like, made her own little snacks because she's diabetic, so she, like, is very careful with what she eats. And so I bought my sandwich, Jose's sandwich, my mom's sandwich, and the boys' sandwiches, right? And my aunt got out of the car, and then she saw that I paid for my family, and I don't see why, like, you're an adult, you're getting a free ride, like, you weren't really invited by me, why I would have to pay for your food when you're not even offering Jose, like, a $20 bill for gas or whatever. But, you know, she's not my sister. So, hola. Oh, yeah, she was on here earlier. I love Cinder. Cinder's like she's like my forever friend. And by forever is mean we can go forever without talking, and when we talk, we're friends. So we're we're like in line. I order the sandwiches. I pay for everyone. My aunt's just kind of looking, and my mom's like, "Oh, are you gonna get anything?" And she's like, "No, I'm not hungry." And then my mom who doesn't have a retirement plan, who doesn't have a job, who's literally living off of the little bit of money that my dad left her, goes, "Get something. I'll pay." Okay. Me and Jose were like, you went from not hungry until my mom said, "Get a sandwich. I'll pay for it." Okay. Girl ordered a foot long. She made it a meal. She double sized it. She added a soup and 3 cookies. Let me tell you, girl, that was a smorgasbord for her. And Jose's real quiet. Jose never says anything. He goes, "Oh, that bothered me so bad that she wasn't hungry until your mom offered." And she didn't even say, "No, I'm not hungry." She said, "Okay." Yeah. And then, so we dropped off my mom and my aunt. We dropped off my mother-in-law in Watsonville because she has family in Watsonville. And then, because we were driving up the 101. And then we dropped off my mom. We went to my aunt's town and we dropped off my aunt and my mom there. And then we continued our way to Disneyland because we were going to Disneyland. And my aunt's like 2.5 hours from LA. And so we dropped off my mom and we went to Disneyland. And then on our way back, Jose told me, he goes, "I'm just telling you right now, you're my universe sister. You know it. Do you guys live close to each other?" "No, we don't. I wish we did." Soup and girl, she added the whole meal. They're like, "Do you want to supersize that?" She's like, "Yes." And on the way back, Jose's like, "Tell your mom," because Jose knows how my mom is. And my uncle, he has like strawberry fields. He takes care of a lot of farmland. And so every time we go to California, they always like send us with boxes of strawberries, boxes of oranges. Like they stock us up. But this trip, because we had an extra body, we didn't have any room. And Jose's like, "I'm not going to have my kids all scrunched so that they can get a couple vegetables and some lemons and some oranges. Like they could buy those when they get home. It didn't cost them anything to come. So your aunt and your mom can just like not bring anything like that." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll tell my mom." So when we got there to pick them up, they were all ready, and they had literally costales. I don't know, like a potato sacks full of oranges, full of limes, like just like stacked against the door, like figs, oranges, lemons, avocado. Like, girl, they could have started a fruteria, okay, to say, "Do you and live close?" No, we don't live close, friend. I live in Oregon and she's in Arizona. We live close in each other's hearts. And then when I got in, I told my mom, I said, "We're not taking any of that." And my mom's like, "Oh, your Theo got up early and had the workers pick it for us." And I'm like, "Well, I'm sure that my aunt and her family that live here can enjoy all these wonderful vegetables. We're not going to go all tight in the car so that you guys can have vegetables that you could buy over there." Like I would get it if there was no vegetables in Oregon, but like lemons were 10 for $1. Okay. Like I'll give you $20. LOL, but you are funny. You think I'm a great storyteller? They're like, truth teller. So, I made my mom and my aunt like put back the vegetables. I told them we'll take the strawberries because we could like put them under because they were in boxes and we could put them under the luggages, but we're not going to take the giant potato sacks full of everything because like, what's the point, right? And, hi, amiga. And so when I turned around to go give hugs and say goodbye to everybody, my aunt was stuffing oranges and limes and avocados in her pockets, under her shirt, in her purse, so that I wouldn't see, even though I was looking at her. And in my mind, I was like, "Girl, you're really that hard up for some limes?" Like, this is the aunt, you guys, that has no need, but will like wait go to a food bank to get food bank food. Like, that's the aunt that she is. Because I would have squirreled. Squirrel. I'm like, squirrel. That's the aunt she is. She's the kind of tia that she's like, "Oh, they're giving free clothes at this church organization. Let me go get a bunch of clothes." Like, she's the aunt that will go to the Goodwill and like look for stuff and then go up to the register and haggle. One time she made my sister, they went to Big Lots together, okay? And she found, because my aunt and my mom, they knit, okay? And she found a thing of like yarn. It was $1. I think it was like 50 cents. It was like nothing. Platters of food home. And she had 6 kids. Yes, girl. Oh my God. But she doesn't even have any kids that live at home. It's her and her husband. And at the time, it was just her. Like, her husband lived in California and she lived in Oregon. It was hilarious, okay? She's the kind of aunt that will like if something says $1.99 and they charge you $2, she'll go back and fight for the penny. Like, she'll get in line and fight for the penny. Well, one time my sister went to Big Lots with her and she found this ball of yarn that was like all tangled up, and it was 50 cents. It was in the clearance. It was 50 cents. They had already marked it down to 50 cents. I haven't, that's my sister. It's embarrassing. Oh my gosh, right? And it was, the ball of yarn was 50 cents. Kid you not. My aunt made my sister go to the register and ask the cashier if she could buy it for 25 cents because she was going to have to go home and unwind it and like put it back in a ball, and she refused to pay 50 cents for it. That's the aunt. Like, she's the aunt that goes to Goodwill and it's like, oh, there's a hole in this shirt. Can you pay me to take it? You know, like, she's the kind of aunt that like goes around, and if she sees something in the dumpster, she will climb in the dumpster to grab it. Like, that's the kind of aunt she is. And this aunt probably has at least like, I don't know, she has a lot of money in the bank, I'll tell you that. She's the one that is constantly like funding everybody's loans and charging them 25% interest. Like, I'm telling you. And so like, Jose already has like a kind of like a when it comes to some of my mom's sisters. And I mean, I love my mom, that aunt. Like, I love her, but she's very judgmental. She doesn't like people that are dark skinned. And my sister is very fair skinned. And I'm not even talking like other races. I'm talking about Mexican dark skinned people. Okay. My sister's husband, he's from Mexico City, and he's he's got very dark skin. Are you live? I am. He's got very dark skin. And my aunt legit told my mom when my sister started dating him and they got married that she imagined my sister being with a different man. And my mom's like, what do you mean different man? He's a hard worker. He has a good family. He's a nice guy. He treats her well. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, you know. And then she's like, no, I don't know. What do you mean a different man? And she's like, you know, like a different man, like somebody more like her. And she's like her how? Well, you know. And my mom's like, no. And she's like, you know, like she's very pretty and she's very fair skinned. And I just thought she'd be with somebody more like her. Girl, I know you're not talking. Girl, stop. And like things like that. Like, that's the kind of ants they are. And nobody ever calls them out. Nobody ever tells them like, shut your mouth, ma'am. Please. You're beautiful. No, you are. Hi, girly. That's the kind of aunt she is. Like she's always like looking at everybody else's flaws and not her own people's flaws. And let me tell you, there's some flaws in her own people's. Because of their skin's fit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Angelica. She's one of those type of Mexican women that think that she's better than people because she's not dark. And because my dad literally calls me Prietita. I'm the darkest one of my siblings. And I'm not even that dark. I was never really liked by a lot of them. Criticonas. Sí, bien criticonas, friend. And they don't see what they have. They only see what other people have. And you know what? It's so weird because my whole life, I never felt like I fit with any part of my family. Not my dad's family, because I was always told that my dad's family didn't like us. And then I didn't fit with my mom's family because I was, right? And they be the ones looking. Girl, she be darker than my butthole. And my butthole be shit stained, okay? Why are they like that, though? That's just how they are. Like, people think that, no, there's a saying that a Mexican's worst enemy is another Mexican. And it's true. And so, like, I don't know. Like, everybody's always liked my sister more because she's, like, very fair skinned. She had, like, very blonde hair. I sound like Herman Diaz. You know what? Somebody told me that. Somebody told me that. Like you will never see more hatred in any community more than in the Latino community against the Latino community. Hispanic people are the hardest on other Hispanic people. The classism, there's the racism against your own people and your color. I guess it would be more colorism. I love dark skin. Me too, girl. We be buying tanners to look darker. I'm like, can I get more bronzer, please? Why do I look so pale? Like, I want to be tan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then you know what? Mexican moms and like aunts, if you have a kid, and you know how like sometimes your kids will look like they're gonna have like color eyes because when they're little they have like their eyes are kind of like a gray tone. Si no entiendo es que sea así racismo entre nosotros. Actualidad de que sí hay. Sí, no, like I've literally experienced it, and it like I'm like this throws me off because look, I don't fit in here and I don't fit in there. Where the hell do I fit, girl? I'm like, does anybody have a faja for me to fit? Hold on, I'm doing my hair for work. I'm gonna do like a messy bun moment. Hold on. So like I always just thought like I just didn't fit. Like that was just it. I didn't fit. Like or if your baby was too dark. Okay, you guys, can I tell you guys this? I know that they didn't like Fabian because let me tell you, I'm going to show you guys a picture of Fabian when he was a baby. He literally looked like he could be Bruno Mars' child. Like he looked like he was African American. I'm like, babe, I swear that's your kid. Like he was very morenito. And he's still a morenito. Like, and I fucking, I wish my kids would be more morenitos. Like, enjoy, get that melanin, baby. That way you don't burn in the sun when you're out playing. Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of Fabian. Let me see. Let me find a picture of Fabian is what I mean. Rosalie. Delgado. Pero gordita. Hold on. Look, let me show you guys. Oh, wait. No, that's not me. This is me. Let me show you guys. See all. I need all my pictures. Albums. Let me show you guys Fabian when he was a baby. He literally, you guys, he looks like he's African American. Like he looks like he has a dark skin complexion. And I already know what was said about him. I don't even have to ask. I already know. Ay, está curioso. Curioso is ugly. If somebody calls your baby curioso, girl, they just called your baby ugly. I don't care what nobody says. Curioso is ugly, okay? They be... Hold on. Oh, there we go. Photos, okay. I'm going to go to my albums. I'm going to show you guys a picture of Fabian when he was little. This is a whole ass little morenito baby. Like, he is, and he was fucking cute. And I freaking do it again, okay? Look at that baby. Sorry, my fingerprints. Like, if you didn't know any better, wouldn't you think that's Bruno Mars, baby? Rosalie, did you do something? You and Bruno? Look at his hair. He was 3 months old. Look at him. I already know what they said about my baby. Okay? Like, look at that. Look at that cutie pie. Cutie pie, honey bunch. Look at him. I don't care what nobody said. My baby he wasn't curioso. He was freaking he is handsome. Like, and I already know that they were like, ay, está curiosito. Look at him. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. Oh, I want to pick his fat cheeks. Girl, family told me, oh, es diferente. I know. I'm like, bitch, you're diferente. Get the fuck out of here with your ugly. And they always be built like sumo wrestlers, too. Look, the ass talking shit. I'm like, girl, get out of here. He's so adorable. I know. But I already know. I already know what was said about him. I don't even have to ask. But I also don't care. Because your kids be looking just as fugly as mine, okay? Everyone, hi, Laura. And I'm just like, nobody cares, ma'am, okay? And everybody loved, oh girl, they didn't say it to me. They know better, but I already know because I know how they talk about other people's kids. And I know how they talk about other people that I already know what they said about my kids. Like, I don't even have to ask. I don't even have to, like, know to know, you know? Hi, Christina. You look like JWoww. Oh. But I'm RWoww. Was and is still so handsome. Yeah, he really was. Okay, there. This is how I want to do my hair today because I'm not trying to, like, put in effort. Hi, Jazz. We all go, honestly, I think it's like it's kind of like just the Hispanic culture, like, is just like that. Like, I remember one time we were in Saguayo, and we went into this, like, pharmacy because I had a headache, and me and my sister wanted to buy something, and there was this indigenous woman that didn't speak Spanish. She had her baby, like, strapped to her, and she had, like, a paper, and she was giving it to the pharmacist to fill her prescription. And the pharmacist is like, get out of here. If you don't speak Spanish, we're not helping you. Like, I'm telling you, girl, like, Mexico people's own enemy. Who's beat? I look, oh, thank you. What would I cook if I had shredded chicken? I would cook tinga, or I would make shredded chicken tostadas, or I would guisar the shredded chicken with tomatoes, onions, jalapenos, and I would guisar them and put them in like a shredded burrito with a little bit of salsa. I would make now I'm hungry. Flautas. I'd make flautas. I'd make shredded chicken taquitos, like folded, and then I would put the shredded chicken. I would mix the shredded chicken with cheese. I would make chicken sopes. Girl, don't get me started. Oh my god, I love tinga. Me too. Enchiladas. I would make chicken enchiladas, shredded chicken enchiladas. Girl, don't get me started. I'm a chicken head from day one. The flautas sounds so good. I know we're all hungry now. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me finish putting my mascara under and my lips on. Yeah. A chinga la madre. You guys, I have to make 8 gallons of agua fresca. I'm making Jamaica, cucumber limeade, Jamaica, and horchata tonight for a bridal shower tomorrow. I need to come eat with you. Oh, girl, imagine. All sounds good. Girl, you are beautiful. Beautiful. You have beautiful skin. Only with makeup on, amiga. But that's fine. I've accepted that. When people are like, catfish, I'm like, at least I can fish. You fucking look like a fucking barnacle. All sounds good. Yeah, girl. Pick from the list. Hold on, you guys. My shorts are literally inside my uterus, and I'm pretty sure they're about to be delivered. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do our lippy. Oh, let's do our mascara under first. Where did I leave my under mascara? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, mascara? You ho. Okay, we'll use this. No, I don't want to use this one. I want to use my other one. Where did I use it? Did I take it out? Did I put it in? Hold on. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is my favorite under lash mascara. It's by Clinique. It's called Bottom Lash Mascara. Grilled chicken salad. Yeah, but it's shredded chicken. So she can't grill the shredded chicken. Are you going live for cucumber drink? I can. You guys want to hang out tonight or what? It's going to be late. I needed a laugh, girl. Have a great day, amiga. You too. You too, amiga. Thank you. I love you. How are you feeling before you leave? Tell me your update on your health. You good? You recovering? You're doing better? I know you have a great person over there taking care of you. Tammy Faye in the house. You want to know? Okay, yeah, I will. Yes. Okay. How have never seen you before? You're hilarious. Well, you know, some people are born with body and looks, and some just have personality. I am one of those people, just personality. But you know what, you guys? I'm happy with it. I'd rather, okay. Would you rather have a funny, good personality, or would you rather, okay, funny, good personality, or would you rather be like drop dead gorgeous with the personality of a stale saltine cracker with no salt? Answer. I'm in dialysis right now, mija. Oh, good friend. Good, good, good. I'm watching First 48, girl. I used to watch a lot of that stuff, and then I started like being like kind of paranoid. Like, what if I leave my door open? What if somebody comes in and takes me out with, you know? And then I was like, no, I need to stop. The paranoia be paranoid. Christina, thank you for the stars, amiga. How are you? Funny with personality. How are summers in Oregon? Beautiful. Like, I don't even want to go to work today. I'm like, can I stay home? Somebody call out for me. I don't even know what to buy my... For bridal showers, do you buy household goods or do you buy, like, bedroom goods? You know what I'm talking about? Don't sell yourself short. Personality. Ay, friend, no, look. In all honesty, pues, you know, soy chingadita. Pero, like, I'm workable, you know? I could work with it. Amiga, I'm happy to catch you live. I had to give up on social media for Lent. So, oh, Monica, I'm glad you're back. Did you hear about that 85-year-old that unalived and intruder that had handcuffed her to a chair? Oh my god, she's beat bad. Girl, look, if you handcuff me to a chair, you better make sure that chair's bolted to the ground, because I'm gonna move that chair and I'm gonna get you. I love watching your lives. Thank you. Household goods? Okay. I thought it was like bridal showers or like intimate goods, and then like bridal showers are intimate goods, and then wedding is household goods. But maybe I'm wrong. I must get it. Goldie, go get it. It is amazing. It doesn't move. It's awesome. It has a tiny little brush. The only thing you want tiny is not your man, your mascara for the bottom. Okay, friend? Your man got to be at least average to big. Unless you got a small set vagina, then you could get a small one. You're right. Oh, hell yeah, girl. She was ready. She's like, look, one day someone's going to come get me and I'm going to have a plan. She had a plan. See, I am the girl without a plan. And then I told my friend, I told Sandra, I was like, are we like playing dirty games? And she's like, no, her mom's there. I'm like, how do you think she got into this world? She didn't do it by the conception of the Holy Christ, okay? What kind of setting powder do you recommend? For under eyes or for face? Because I think it's different for depending on where you're putting it. My eyes have been so sensitive because of allergies. Also, I'm like, can I get paid for just... And household goods for wedding. Okay, but what is average? Something that you could feel, girl, because la primera vez que I was like, is this normal? This is disappointing. I don't want this. Dude, for real, mi primera vez, la primera vez, no sentí ni madre si se me quedó el condón atorado adentro porque no ni le quedaba el güey. La primera vez. You could do both? Okay. For real. Like, something you could feel. If you can't feel it, it's too small, friend. Because that happened to me. I was really disappointed. I'm like, dude, this is what everybody waits for? This is the moment? This is it? And then now I know what it is because I've experienced life. Burgundy. It's just an energy drink. It's all melted now. Hi, Carrie. All right. I have white lint in my hair. Where is it? A piojo? Right here, you guys. I dyed my hair with that co-wash, And it like dyed my scalp too. ¿Lo son las liendres? Right here, right here, right here. Girl, probably, honestly. I don't really care. I'm really that girl that doesn't care. Like, I should care, but I don't care. That's the problem. Thank you, amiga. I like to fill in my whole lip with lip liner. Anyways, you guys, that was my vent sesh. And it's hard to take my aunt seriously when she tells me that my anger with people's actions is stopping my dad from being in heaven. Like, ma'am, can you please exit to the left? Because this show is over for you. I am not even here for this, ma'ams. And you're welcome. Okay, what lippy do I want to wear? No. No. No, this one's definitely a no. Oh, YSL? Oh, yes, maybe. Maybe, baby. No. The vibe was, I sound like you have a valid reason behind your anger. Oh, Heidi, look, Heidi. Like, let me tell you, I didn't even eat a taco at my dad's funeral because I was afraid I was going to get a chorro that I would never be able to unchorro. Yes, this one. Like, I was like, no, hasta daño me va a hacer el pinche taco del coraje que traigo. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Now I need a little more blush because I look washed out. Washed out. Y si ni me wash my hair, que voy a andar washing my face out. Okay, a little more blush. A little more blush on my cheeks. He's rest. Yes, you look great, love. I love the makeup. Thank you, amiga. Okay. I need more blush. I feel like blush, like alive, dormida. Despierta, cogida. What about highlight? Oh, there's that too. Highlight too. I just feel like more blush can never be enough blush, you know? Thank you, Gina. And then put my hair right here. This is literally the hair I woke up in. But I have to, like, I honestly think my hair is low-key curly. Undercover curly is what we call it. It doesn't want, because it, like, they say if you have frizzy baby hairs that they're curly. Is it true? Come on, big sexy. You got a little squirt in there left for me. There we go. There we go. And then we have a hairbrush. I just want to brush the little curlies up. I know, friend. De tanto estar aquí enojada, I think I sweated out my anger, and now I need to go shower again before I leave. I shower at night because I feel like I can't go to sleep with the day on me. And then Jose's like, but I don't wash my hair every day. Do you guys wash your hair every day? I don't, because if I do, pues. Hi, Alondra. You're flawless. Yo, mama. She's like, you too. Yours too. I want to, like, normalize, like, giving comebacks to hate and to love. I need a lot of hairspray. Girl, these baby hairs be baby hairing. When I grew up, you guys, anytime somebody offended you, you would always be like, yo, mama, dada. You know, your mama was always the answer. And now people have gotten so sensitive. I'm like, then you could love for no reason. Exactly. Love for no reason and hate for no reason. It's a new vibe. Okay, there. Okay, there. Oh, highlight. Okay, let the girls down. Okay, put my blush back. We're gonna grab the Beauty Creations Annette 69 highlight. A sense of humor is key. Girl, in life, if you can't laugh about the bad things that happen, you're just gonna sit around and cry and be a victim your whole life. And look, being a victim is fun sometimes when you want the pity party, and I love parties, but you know what's better is laughing and enjoying life and not giving a fudge. I hope it will. Honestly, venting just makes me feel like I'm defending myself. I think because my biggest anger with myself is that I don't defend myself and that I don't tell people like, yo, yeah, stop it con tus chingaderas, you know? Like I always like, I'm a Taurus. I'm a May Taurus, which is like, I'm stubborn. Okay, there's like me. I'm really nice or really mean, and I don't like being really mean, so I choose to ignore shit and be nice. But it's almost like stupidity nice, you know? Like mensa nice. Like, oh, it's okay. We're not focusing on that. We're moving on. But in my mind, I'm like, prison sentences are long life sentences are, you know, like that. I choose peace. I choose the peace. I'm trying to get a tiny brush for my nose highlight. My little sister's a Taurus. I love that. In my culture, and I'm just saying like not Mexican culture, just like family culture. Anytime you defend yourself, you're mean and you're the problem and everybody should exile you. Same. May 10th, really? May 8th here, setting spray. And just like that, both Geminis. Are you a June Gemini or a May Gemini? If you're a May Gemini, I don't know if we could be friends, friend. Let me just block you now. No, I'm just joking. Very stubborn. Yeah, we're stubborn and we could be mean, but we could also be really nice. And we could be, we're very loyal. Be keeping people's secrets longer than they deserve. I'm a Cancer. May 19th. May, go ahead. I'm joking. I'm not even into horoscopes. I'm a whore and I scope with like Crest scope, you know, but like, no. And loving. My husband's birthday, don't even get along with him, and I'm a Capricorn. You know what? My first marriage, he was a Capricorn, a January Capricorn, and then the person that broke my heart after that, he was a Capricorn too. So I don't know if me and Capricorn like relationships are good. Jose's in October. His birthday is October 12th. What is he? I don't even know what he is, because whatever he is, I'm staying with him. Me too, Danica. Me too. Do you go live? Yes, I do. I will be doing both again. I wasn't for a while because I only had one phone, and I always told Bookface that I would take, you know, that's kind of where I started and that's where I'll be. But now I can do both again. Sometimes though, sometimes I can't do both because it overwhelms me. But I don't really, oh, this lash is going to bug me all day. So I have to take it off, you guys. Because I could already feel it like bugging me. And it's because I used the worst glue that exists. Let me do it again. You guys, don't ignore a lash that's bugging you before you leave, because it's not going to get better. Okay. It's kind of like being in a toxic relationship and knowing it's toxic, but you're like, but he's so cute and he's got a big D and he knows, you know, the spot. But girl, it's just going to get worse. So just do it one last time and close the door, block him, and move states. I miss seeing you too, Nicole. I'm glad you're here. Oh, the scale. Hi, Melissa. Melissa, I have you on my list for this month to ship you out a package. I'm sorry I fell behind last month. It was a hard month for me, my friend. I want to send Melissa a little care package because she's going through health issues and she's so sweet. Sometimes I can, like, I hop on her lives and sometimes I can't. Melissa, you be doing lives when I'm at work. I'm like, Melissa, come back when I'm not working. Oh. Yes, to your budge. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Cindy. Hold on, let me. I don't want to do this anymore. What do you do for work? XX? Oh, girl, you think I do XXX? No, girl, I just be doing makeup. Just boring old makeup. I wish. I wish I had that body. Well, to me anyways. Oh, what if it wasn't even the D? It was more of the vibe and everything else about him. But friend, the chemistry is so important. I know people are like, it's not about that, you know, the S life, but it is. Like, if you're not compatible in that and you're not 100% happy, him or you, that's when you be looking other ways, friend, because that's a very important part. What's so toxic with me? You toxic mom. I have a story. Once upon a time, too long ago, I was up and his mom broke up with me. So we're technically still together because he didn't do it. Hi, Rosalie. Hi, Tina. I love watching your videos of years now, and I love you, sweetheart. I love you, friend. Thank you. It's kind of basic today, honestly. I want to get on and do more like fun makeup, but honestly, can I tell you guys something? And I'm saying this from the bottom of my very deep set vagina. Like the beauty community, especially in the Latino beauty community, has kind of turned me off. Like, it's just very toxic. Like, it used to be about makeup and trying looks and like techniques, and now it's just like, who's fighting with who and who doesn't like who and who does who to who and who and who and he. And it's just like, it's just too much. Like, I got too much real life shit to deal with like that kind of, like that kind of nonsense, you know? Like, it kind of turned me off, to be honest. And is it just me? What can I use or technique for Bell's palsy so that my eyebrows and eyes look kind of even? I know somebody that has Bell's palsy. It's really about like shading and less product. I know you probably want to do all the looks, but the more makeup you put, the more you're going to have to even out the other eye, and then it'll never be even. So just do very soft looks, very blended looks, like something like this. And then one eye goes down, so you got to go extra up with the one that goes down. I still can't get over the last one. Friend, get over it. Get over the last one. He was the last one. Like a smoky eye? Yeah, like a soft blended eye. Because if your makeup look is too technical, you're just going to have to add more to the other eye to even out. And have you guys ever gotten like an eyeliner that's perfect on one eye and then you're trying to even it out and then you overdo one eye, so then you have to overdo the other eye, and it's just going to go back and forth. So less is more when you're trying to even out. I don't talk to Beyonce or Lola or Jessica. Oh, girl, you know what? I don't talk to any of those people because I talk to myself and I answer. And lately, that's just been enough. Like, that's been enough conversations for me. That's been way too much conversation. That's enough. Like, I've been there, done that, and now just talking to myself, answering myself, and like giving myself high fives when we walk down the hall. Like, hey, girl, I see you, girl. Like, you know, like giving myself a shout out. Like, girl, I see you over there minding your business, doing you. I see you. I respect that. I see you over there taking care of your family and making sure everybody got everything they need. I see you, girl. That's the vibe I'm on these days. So I talk to myself too much to like talk to other people. That's the problem. Have a great day at work. I'm afraid if I can even get there. At this point, I'm fired. Me coming on. Dude. Should I come on here and tell you guys about how I was forced to quit my job because my son was autistic? Girl, I got enough drama, right? You're like, girl, I'm more worried my kids be fighting each other. I don't need to worry about who's fighting each other on the internet. Honestly, it's so draining. It like drains you. And I know that people love that because it's almost like when a car crashes, it's not your car. So you're like, oh, let me look at the car crash. But like, damn, that's a lot of energy. Yes? Okay, me starting a whole new life. I will. My next story time will be how I was bullied out of a job after 12 years because my son was autistic by a store manager. I'm going to say it. I'm going to do it. Because I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of companies get away with doing this to people like us. Yes. People that do that are bored. And yeah, I just don't have time, friend. Honestly, when I come on here, I want to give you guys good vibes. I want to like enjoy my time because my real life struggles they scary. I'm just catching up. Okay, Candy, I'm glad. Yes, the year of truth. Just say it. It's the year. Hey, Cat Williams said it, and I'm just repeating it. 2024 is the year of truth. Don't worry if you ain't got no truths to hide. I mean, at the end of the day, what's good is good and what's bad is bad. Yeah. You ignored me. D, where? Here or over on Bookface? Because I be answering people and we be working on a mirror, and then when it comes time to like actually pay so that I could start working on it, they be like, oh, never mind. And I'm like, girl, look, I got a little bit of time. Don't waste it, please. How about the eyebrows? What about them? You don't like them or what? I think they're great. I think they're magically terrific. May 29th are declared the day of truth. Never stop being told. Oh, 1985, May 29th was I was born literally like 21 days before that. Oh, thank you, Queen Nails. I don't want to be anybody's favorite. I just want to be someone you kind of like and show up for once in a while if you have time. And if you don't, pues aquí, I'll be here when you do. Never commit. You never commented on my Facebook messages. Message me right now. A lot of your guys' messages, if we've never had a conversation, they go into a spam box. If you message me just right now, send me a little heart. I'll see it at the top and I'll be like, I got you. Because I'm pretty good at responding. Like, I really, really am. Girl, when it comes to money, I'm like, give me some, honey. I'm not going to ignore you. If you're billing me, I'll be like, she no longer lives here. One time a bill collector called somebody I knew, and then the bill collector's like, this is an attempt to collect blah, 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 debt that is owed. He goes, no means no, I have no money. Click. Yeah, I'm pretty good at responding. So if I don't respond, that probably means I didn't even see your message. Me too. I don't even know who that is. I did. And you did message me, but you never committed. Hold on. What's your name over there? Then I probably lost your message. You guys have to understand, every time I go live, people will message me like random things like, what foundation did you use? And so if you and I were talking, your conversation will go all the way to the bottom. And I used to be really good about being on my phone all day, but I think part of my process lately has been disconnecting from the phone and connecting with the people around me, because like a lot of times we're living on a screen. It's already 2. Should I even go to work at this point? Danica, you and I have talked on inbox. It's 3:58 here. I'm like, yeah, I should go. I only have to work 4 hours tonight. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I'm gonna get dressed. It's boring. I just wear all black and black boots and a brush belt. It's quite. No, it's Friday. It's Friday night and the body's not right. So I ain't going nowhere. Oh really? My bad. I think we did respond. I think we were talking for a little bit. Trauma, maybe we can relate to each other. Well, my childhood trauma, it was just like my innocence being taken by a family member that my dad brought from another country to help him get a job here. And I didn't realize I always knew as a child that I thought about things very sexually. And I'm like, that's not normal, is it? Because like when you're a child, if you're over sexualized, you act that out. So that's a learned behavior. That's not an instinct of ours as children, right? So I always like kind of wondered like, what happened to me? Where did you get your eyebrows done? At this place called Mi Casa, right here at this desk right now. I just grabbed a little marker. I like blop 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 blop. I concealed and I moved on. I'm sorry you went through that. No, girl, don't be sorry I went through that. Everything we go through in our life is good or bad, is something that we have to overcome. And those situations that you overcome and you heal from are the same situations that make you stronger and make you be able to overcome even bigger struggles and even bigger pains. And it's like I'm a Girl Scout cookie seller girl, and I just earned a badge that I didn't deserve, but I overcame, you know? Don't ever feel bad for me. I grew up in a home with 2 parents who loved me and who provided for me, and they had no idea what was happening to me. I don't even think I had an idea what was happening to me until I remember in my late teens, like feeling certain things that happened to me and remembering those things happening to me as a child, and literally, and I always kind of just like, but you said you will on your live, never came through though, but you did message. Okay, we can, DD, message me again. It never happened, amiga. I'm so sorry, friend. If we lost our conversation, just message me again. I promise you, we'll talk. My dad is not my guardian angel. My dad is, because your guardian, your spirit guide, the person that guides you through life is the same person who guides you as a child. We're all guided through life. You guys know that little feeling in your stomach that you get when you know you're doing something wrong, or you know you shouldn't do something, or like you feel like maybe I shouldn't go to work today and I should stay on the internet and talk to my friends all day. Like that little feeling, that is your. Did you tell your parents? I've told my siblings. I've told my uncles. I didn't get the opportunity to tell my dad because my dad passed away. But I think I don't know if I can. I don't know, because I've always been seen as the black sheep. I don't know that the people that. Are you still alive? I am Nancy. I need to go to work. I think I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna call my boss and be like, I got stuck on the internet. I'm gonna go. I don't think that, I don't even know how to put it. I don't think that my mom, I think my mom knows what I went through, but I don't think she knows what I went through. And I don't know if it matters. Like, I'm healing from it, because I think the one thing you have to heal from is understanding that as a child, you couldn't have asked for anything that happened to you. You couldn't have done anything to change anything, and you did nothing wrong. Because sometimes you feel like you are the problem. And I've always been told that I was the problem. Like, ay, es bien traviesa. Ay, es bien esto. Ay, es bien vulgar. Ay, es bien puta. Ay, abre las patas. Ay, le gusta coger. But, you know, like, I've always been made feel like I was wrong for what I felt. And I think that recently I've come to terms with, no, I'm right for what I feel. And I have a right to say what I feel. That's it. But I don't know. I haven't talked to my mom about it. I have talked to aunts and uncles on my dad's side of the family. There was 3 uncles that lived in our home growing up when I was a little girl. And 2 of them, I love them. Like, when I'm around them, I want to hug them. I want to laugh with them. I want to enjoy my time with them. They love me. Like, one of them bought me a giant, like, framed Angel de mi Guardia frame when I was going through my mental health scare and I was admitted to the hospital. He bought me a giant blessed, actually, let me go grab it. Let me show you guys what my uncle bought me. And he's one of the uncles that lived with us. And the other uncle that lived with us, sorry guys, my uncle bought me this. Literally, like 2 summers ago, he got it blessed for me at the Basilica in Mexico by a padre, and like he gifted this to me when I was going through a really hard time. He was one of the uncles that lived with us as kids, and then I have another 2 uncles that came and stayed with us as kids, and I love them. But there's this one uncle that my whole life I just felt so uncomfortable around him. Oh, and he got me this too, and this is blessed too. It's like a little like mini rosary. I'm gonna put it right here. But there's this one that I just like even being around him, I always felt so uncomfortable, and I never knew why. And I always like didn't want to be around him, and I always felt like I wanted to like get away from him. And and I never knew why. So, and now I know why. And it took about 1.5 years of therapy to understand that, like, my whole life I've been confused about the things that happened to me as a kid, and it wasn't my fault, you know? Thank you. How sweet. Yes. So anyways, I love you guys. I better go to work because being on the internet and paying these bills these days, I'm joking. Bye guys. I'll see you guys maybe tonight. I'll come on. We'll make aguas frescas. I have to make some for the bridal shower. And las quiero.